Oh, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of the GSMC Wrestling Laureate Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. I'm your boy E here every Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern time with all your cool wrestling backstage, in the ring, outside of the ring, all the cool wrestling factoids, everything you want to know, everything you need to know about professional wrestling. You can find it here on one podcast. This is your one-stop shop for Ring of Honor, TNA, Impact Wrestling, the NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance. Also, we talk about former WCW, former ECW, WWE. I feel like gets a lot of attention, obviously, because it's like a huge conglomerate, and also sometimes a little bit of the WWF. Hope you guys have an amazing week, amazing midweek Wednesday. My mother, back in the day, liked to call it Hump Day. Not what you sickos are thinking about. You sickos. No, I'm just kidding. No, you're right there. You're getting over that hump, and it's like Thursday and Friday all downhill from here on your way to the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, to enjoy all the fun in the backyard, watching sports, drinking a couple of Coolers Lights, or your preference of poison or whatever you like to, whatever you like to do. But yeah, honestly, thank you for tuning in to me, every day, Monday through Friday. Would love to see you guys, chat anything you want. Tell me what you guys are going to be doing this weekend. Let me know who your favorite wrestler is. Let me know what your favorite finishing move is, your favorite pay-per-view back in the day. Basically anything. Don't, be creative. Thank you for tuning in to the GSMC Wrestling Laureate Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. On tap today, we do have our WWE NXT review. We have our AEW Dynamite preview, and then we're going to talk about Shane McMahon is all elite. Well, maybe. And we're going to talk about our fourth segment, we're going to talk about the Sika Anoa'i family. We're going to talk about the impact he made, kind of like a tribute to his legacy, in terms of the bloodline. Also, family members from the Mayaviva family, the Usos, the Fatus, also the Anoa'i family themselves. So a lot of stuff to cover. Our fifth and final segment, we're going to jump on into my Wednesday wrestling news today. We're going to talk about major headlines, happening in the sports entertainment wrestling, professional wrestling industry. So yeah, we have a pretty full show today, guys. Honestly, make sure you hit up that GSMC, podcast.net. Hit me some tips, you know what I mean? Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. Tell me how you like my plaid shirt. Tell me if you hate it. Tell me if I need a wardrobe, change or something like that. I'm open. I'm open. You want to see something different? Maybe I can wear like tank tops. I'll wear tank top. I'm just kidding. No, don't want to do that. I'm not a huge tank top guy. A lot of people, like, I don't know, they could pull it off, but I don't know why. Maybe it's my huge California farmer's tan. Maybe that could be a huge, definitely a deciding factor in my decision on wearing tank tops, especially during the summer. So we get a number of questions from viewers like you that come in during the show. So to ensure that your question gets read on air in front of millions of people, I ask you guys to use the GSMCpodcast.net. It really does help the show, guys. Here at the GSMC Sports Network, we love positive feedback. We love peace, love, and positivity all the way. Remember to Superman punch that like and subscribe button to the show, also to this GSMC Sports Network, so you can get more of me, more of the GSMC Wrestling Laureate Podcast, or just more of a cool, awesome sports podcasts that are absolutely entirely free. So remember to hit that up. So let's go and let's jump on into our first segment, which is WWE NXT. We're gonna hit it right now. So obviously you kind of saw um the show started off with tag team turmoil. It was pretty cool, honestly. When in terms of like turmoils, gauntlet matches, battle royals for number one contendership, I'm kind of all over that. I don't know why. It's just so, usually in the past it's like so unpredictable, and like, which it is. I'm not, trying to throw shade at anything in terms of WWE creative, especially under the Paul Levesque era. But WWE NXT started off with the tag team turmoil match. You started off with the new Catch Republic, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates, and then you saw the OC. You also saw Chase U. You saw Garza and Carrillo. You also saw Onofre and Blade. Ultimately, I kind of mentioned this before in the last podcast that you kind of saw like a deciding wedge between Axiom and also Nathan Fraser. And right now, I feel like if Chase U wins the tag team championships on WWE NXT, I would feel like it would create for more of a storyline. Obviously, you kind of have Rich Holland in the group. He's still kind of testing a little bit of where exactly does he fit in terms of that. Obviously, Hill pushing for it really, really hard. It's just I like Rich Holland. I like him and Chase U, but if there's a chance to kind of propel your brand as of NXT, kind of becoming more especially in terms of the WWE NXT World Tag Team Championships. You had Nathan Fraser, you had Axiom hold on to it for longer than I kind of expected. I kind of expected them to kind of lose it 2 times in a row, but obviously that did not happen. So if they lose it, I feel like there's not much like baggage on it. It's not like, oh, they were just bridge champions. Now, no, 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 no. Now it's to the point where these guys are obviously very, very compelling superstars. These guys definitely, have what it takes to propel and definitely perpetuate a way to kind of be in the title shot, heading toward WWE NXT Heatwave. So there's no doubt in my mind that there's going to be an amazing WWE Tag Team NXT Championship match at Heatwave. I got my man KAD Global right here. Daddy is back and better than before. Daddy, in terms of AEW, in terms of maybe in terms of WWE, and then sure, hey daddy, I don't, hey, how you doing? Hope you guys having an amazing Wednesday. How do I become part of the team? Well, you keep chatting. You keep chatting on the GSMCSports.net. Make sure, obviously we have a group of podcasters that, we're great people. We're great people. We definitely know our sports inside and out. Definitely entertaining. Obviously, we'll love it when you guys are a part of the show heavily. So, yeah, definitely love that. So we see Ethan Page. Ethan Page comes out to address the WWE NXT universe, and you also definitely have Javon Evans. He's kind of up in the mix right now. He's definitely one of the top tier superstars, and he's only like 19, 20 years old. Definitely 1,010% out of this world. I can't believe how much Javon Evans, the young OG, has done so well with what he's had with WWE NXT. I see Alicia Curran there. They said, yeah, you are. And, also, make sure you keep that chat. We have it live here on the GSMC, Wrestling Laureate Podcast. I like Ethan Page. Ethan Page, although he has come from AEW, doesn't necessarily mean he's an outsider. I know that, Trick Williams kind of talked to Javon Evans, and also, Ethan Page and Shawn Spears and Alexis King saying that, hey, dude, be like, I don't think, these outsiders belong in WWE NXT. So, definitely love how Ethan Page is out there, definitely killing it, definitely putting good numbers on the board and stuff like that. So, definitely gotta love that. So obviously you saw Ethan Page defeat Javon Evans in the main event on NXT last week. Then he invited Ava out to the ring. I kind of liked how Ava was able to kind of, be a little, be a little like attitude-ish about it. But she was also attitude-ish in the perfect way. Basically saying that, yeah, Ethan, honestly, although you are annoying as hell, you're putting up some pretty good points, so I can't really, dispute that fact. So then you saw Shawn Spears come out. Then you saw Trick Williams come out, and then of course you saw the young OG. You saw Trick Williams, and you saw Javon Evans beat down the former AEW superstars Evans and Page and Spears. So definitely thought that was pretty cool. I definitely loved how Trick Williams said, and I quote, "Sit your goofy ass down." Talking to Shawn Spears, which is actually I love that. I love that kind of attitude era esque. I love it when they bring in, I love it when they bring in bad words, PG-13, a little bloodshed on TV in terms of professional wrestling, definitely, adds to, definitely stirs the pot up a little bit. Then you see Wesley. Wesley made absolutely short work of Joe Kofi, beat him less than 5 minutes. Wesley trying to build up momentum heading toward WWE NXT Heatwave to fight Oba Femi for the WWE NXT North American Championship. His last chance. This is his last chance. If he doesn't win it, he's out. Never again will you see Wesley challenge for the WWE NXT World North American Championship while Oba Femi, holds it. So this is pretty big. Obviously, Wesley needs a lot of training. Wesley definitely needs to keep up with the powerhouse. I honestly don't see it happening, but he's so electric that he might find a way to win, which, low key, although I know that, the struggle he went through, basically was told he could never walk again, basically told he could never wrestle again, fought his way up, rehabbed it. Modern medicine definitely proved a miracle out of this young man. And he's back and he's better than ever. Definitely hope he stays healthy in terms of professional wrestling. But if he wins, it'd be kind of like a play onto the crowd too much, in my opinion. But obviously, we're gonna find out what Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, wants to do in terms of that. Next, you see the Heritage Cup match between Nathan Fraser and the champion Tony D'Angelo. The Don was successful in round two, but round one, you saw Nathan Fraser win right off the bat, which I felt like kind of scared the Don. I feel like the Don, from the family, he never really faced anyone like Nathan Fraser. Obviously, you have Nathan Fraser as a defending once before. He was a past Heritage Cup champion in WWE NXT. So there was still like, although Tony D'Angelo was completely, he's the powerhouse. He's right now kind of like the I don't want to say the flavor of the month, because I feel like NXT definitely, they're going to do more with this character kind of moving forward. Obviously, you saw him losing to Ilya Dragunov at NXT Stand and Deliver in April, but I don't know, he's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty darn good. Can't really complain. In terms of any NXT Heritage Cup match, I feel like it's going to be amazing. I feel like it's going to be awesome. So yeah, you saw Frazier pick up a victory during round one. Tony D'Angelo finishes it in round six. So definitely pretty awesome, pretty electric. And yeah, next you see a promo with Trick Williams and Javon Evans. Javon Evans is just so high on Trick Williams, and Trick Williams right now, he is the WWE NXT World Heavyweight Champion. So there's no doubt in my mind that he still feels like he has to protect that title. And he kind of told he kind of talked about Javon Evans. He told him about his insecurities, about, hey, man, I have a huge X on my chest, basically, and on my back. I've been screwed over once before. I had my back stabbed multiple and multiple times in terms of WWE NXT. Of course, he was referencing his best friend, Carmelo Hayes. So you can't really blame Trick Williams for not wanting to trust Javon Evans, because Javon Evans is young. He's a young OG. The smartest thing for Evans to do is to try to get closer and closer to the NXT World Heavyweight Champion Trick Williams in efforts to kind of pull off the upset, because right now he's the total underdog. He's only 20 years old, and heading toward WWE NXT Heatwave, it's going to be it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. So he needs everything in his bag right now. So, next you see Roxanne Perez against Karma Petrovic. Obviously, this was short work. The WWE NXT World Women's Champion, two-time Women's Champion Roxanne Perez, the prodigy, finds a way to defeat Carmen Petrovic. Then you saw Lola Vice come out. Then you saw a backstage brawl happening between the OC and Jada Parker's crew. And that didn't stop from there. Jada Parker later on in the show challenged Michin to a hardcore match, street fight on WWE NXT next week. So that's going to be definitely pretty awesome. Then he saw Tavian, find his way into the No Quarter Catch crew. Hopefully that kind of helps that crew build a little bit more momentum. Definitely a little bit more of more of an entertaining kind of factor with someone like Tavian on their side. Definitely love how Charlie Dempsey did it right, was able to get that match, and now you have a good guy on your team. You have Tavian. Tavian's really, really good. Next, we have Kaylani Jordan, the WWE NXT Women's North American Champion. Wants to fight Sol Ruka. Sol Ruka defeated Ariana Grace, although Ariana Grace was actually, she was pretty impressive and kind of hung in there for a little bit. You saw the Soul Snatcher. Now you have Sol Ruka against, Kaylani Jordan for the WWE NXT Women's North American Championship. And then you saw Roxanne. You saw a promo where Roxanne, confronts Ava. Obviously, you saw Lola Vice take Roxanne Perez's title, took it backstage. She brought it to Ava's office, and that's kind of how that ended with that. So the main event, was nothing like really. It was nothing really to be surprised of because you kind of knew that Ava kind of had to make a choice because Ethan Page had a really, really good point in terms of his title match. Also, Javon Evans did win the Battle Royal. And then you also see Shawn Spears, who defeated, Javon Evans and Trick Williams. But, you saw Brooke Jensen. Once again, Brooke Jensen makes his way into the arena, which is kind of crazy because I know he had that thing where his fiance posted on Instagram or Twitter or on social media saying that I need to find my fiance. He didn't show up from work. He's not home. Please, if you know him, please, if you're a fan of him, reach out to him on social media, which actually turned out to be total kayfabe, which I kind of knew it was going to be. I definitely know how WWE social media nowadays kind of uses it to their advantage, which works out. So now you have a fatal four-way match. You have a fatal four-way match at WWE NXT Heatwave in the main event for the championship. You're going to see Trick Williams, the defending champion, against Shawn Spears, Ethan Page, and the young OG Javon Evans. So, definitely a lot of cool stuff. Happening on Heatwave. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you watch it on Peacock. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. All right, guys, do not go anywhere. Make sure your glue is so sticky to that seat that you guys aren't going to go absolutely, you're not going to move a fly. Maybe go to the bathroom, maybe get your favorite snack, maybe your favorite beverage, but make sure you come back. And, in like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, we're going to have our AEW Dynamite preview. So, yeah, let's do it.